Tuesday. Ooh wee. Something ain't.
Not this much. I'm sorry, this is not the way we're supposed to start the show. We both got distracted there.
Yes, it's not saying it's live, Godmomma.
Yikes. Okay. I
It's not
got,
saying it's live.
yep, I got NAB.
Oh, it's live? Okay. On my
Yep,
end,
and
it's
I
not.
got
Okay.
CCC. Yep, they
Okay.
both.
Oh, there it goes. I guess something going on with me. Okay, okay. I was just checking to make sure it went out. Okay, we're good. What'd you get distracted with?
Girl, Baba talking about black fatigue is the beef sector. Girl, what in the world?
Okay, anyways, back to our show. It is Turn Up Tuesday, and we are about to turn up a little bit. Happy
As you
Tuesday,
can tell.
everybody. And may the 4th be with you. I know it's not May 4th, but whatever.
Oh,
Hey,
Lord.
Shocker King, how are ya? Oh, we're double streaming, so feel free. I guess we'll leave it like that for now. We'll
All
leave the double
right.
stream for now.
So it is Tuesday. We usually come back on Monday for Madness Mondays or Monday Madness because we had a lot to talk about yesterday because it was definitely a Monday Madness. We got Roy coming for our next.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Roy's upset with us, family. Roy's upset.
Roy is highly upset at us. We got Sydney Star out here doing Sydney Star things.
Ew.
Uh, Word on the curb is Rodney out here doing Sydney Star things as well.
Rodney from the
Um,
beef sector.
well, isn't he supposed to be Black Sector too?
Oh, is he?
I thought Rodney was Black Sector, but maybe the chat can help us out or Replay Gang can help us out. But
Rodney is black sector where? He came from where?
I want to say over there with Baba and Ghetto and all of them. Because I remember back when they first started the whole who's beef sector, they were saying because Rodney wanted to be beef sector, he came from the black sector with Misunderstood. That's who it was, Misunderstood.
Oh.
Uh,
Hey, Room
yeah.
Shaker.
So
Hey, baby.
I don't know. And then we've got some more girl.
Oh, from Tommy? He came from Tommy? Interesting. Okay, okay, okay. What's up, Tanya? Hi. Funk Nation in the
Mm,
house. Hey, Funk Nation.
All right, so y'all hit that like button, tell a friend to tell a friend, grab your snacks, grab your smoke, grab your coffee, whatever it is that you got to do to get you through. And we're going to be right on back.
Ooh, well, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Well, not a lot. We got a few things to talk about this Tuesday.
Shout out
Like
to
my
the
mama
chat.
said, this is kind of a delayed Monday Madness show. So
Hmm.
everything we do on Monday Madness, just anticipate that's what we're gonna do today. Okay. That's interesting about Rodney. Hold on. And
Hmm.
I also want to get a.
Uh-oh, she done kicked herself from the studio, child. Mm. Maybe it is Monday and we just thinking it's Tuesday, okay? Because these are all the things that happen on a Monday. You kick yourself from the studio, you don't know what's going on, you get distracted at the beginning of the show, child. It's a mess. Shout out to the chat. I see Shy Rock King in here. I see Room Shaker and
I done kicked myself
Hammer
off
Nation
the
Punk.
train. Hey y'all. Hey.
Rich rise to y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Stop it. Stop it. I mean, come on.
Why my co-host gets herself back together, child? Did
Hey,
anybody
hey, do
see
you see
Bob?
me? Hear me? Am I here?
I
Okay.
do, I do,
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Okay.
Did you catch Baba's throwback picture on his wall
Uh,
with his little pool hall when he was in the pool hall with the
I
family?
was trying to figure out which one was him because
I
didn't none
want
of them look like him.
well that one in the white shirt that was kind of tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's him because he got that flat face. No shade, Baba. He got that flat face and then chinky eyes and that complexion like Baba do. Rich eyes T black like Baba do. So
I
I'm
missed it.
thinking that was him. And it looked like he was probably in his 20s, to be honest. He looked
Yeah,
really young.
I couldn't figure out which one was him. He's talking about he used to be outside. He was this. He was
Mm.
that.
Well, I
It
mean,
didn't
didn't
look
he
like
tell
him
us he
to
killed
me.
somebody, girl? Isn't that what he told us one time? He killed somebody. Somebody tried to kill him and he killed them type shit.
Uh,
Oh,
Baba done been there, done that. Okay,
talking
that's why
about
he's
black
Baba.
fatigue.
That's why he's Baba. Yeah, talk about black fatigue, but he just threw up a throwback of how they was outside doing the most. Oh, okay.
Mm, mm, mm.
Well, do you want to start on this Rodney train real quick? I guess we might as well, since we
Let's
already
get
was
into it.
discussing him. Hey T Blizzy, hit the up like, thank you. Or depending on which chat you're in, the up or down. Um, so Rodney is, I guess this is breaking news to me, family. I didn't know he was black sector. So I guess black sector turned beef sector Rodney was now I don't know. This is all allegedly.
Excuse
Allegedly,
me, I'm sorry.
Rodney was on Twitter talking about some cute 17-year-old. He can keep secrets and, he likes them when they're built buff or something. I don't really know. But it was inappropriate. And then come to find out, people were putting the tweets in the damn grok machine and saying it will, let me say who. Uh, oh, I almost called him Shamar. What's his name?
Oh, girl, you talking about Shakim.
Shakim. I almost called him
She
Shamar.
said Shamar. I'm screaming.
Shakim, Shamar, my apologies. Shakim put the tweets in a machine and it said, no, these seem to be fake. Ness
Oh.
went live, Jay Dunn went live, but mind you, Baba went live first.
Mm.
And Rodney hit his link and confessed, because I was in the bushes. I tried to drop down and chat, but Baba has me blocked on my NAB channel.
Mm.
So we just found out today. Room Shaker said he came from Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
We just found out today, T Black. So anyhow, we're gonna discuss it. He went to Baba's first and was like, if I did, I did. I don't remember, but if I did, I did. I heard it with my own ears. Then supposedly, I'm not sub to Rodney, but supposedly Rodney went to his own channel and doubled down and was like, something, 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 something. I didn't hear it. I was just catching.
Girl, now he pulled the OJ.
Then he takes his ass to Nessus. So Baba's his own platform. Then he goes to Nessus. If he hit anybody else's in between time, I missed it. I'm not sub to a lot of beef sector content creators. The only reason why I went to Ness is because Jay Dunn had mentioned it. So I said, well, what's Ness talking about? Um, he went to Nessus and was just like, y'all, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. The only reason why I confessed to doing it is because I was feeling so much pressure. So basically, he was troll pressure into admitting talking to little boys when he really didn't.
Girl,
Now I have a
boo.
question. I have a question for the audience. We are black sector. Well, we are immigrants to black sector. We're nature boy sector first and foremost. Um, but black sector, we know about troll pressure.
Mm.
Could you ever, and I'm talking about to this degree, we've seen what happened with Peeper. There wasn't
Mm-hmm.
enough troll pressure in the world to make Peeper confess to any of that or Cam Up or this, that, and the other. But could you be troll pressure into admitting to some tweets you did not tweet?
Especially dealing with some pedophile
Minors.
type vibe. That's weird.
And then Ness was giving us the breakdown on ebiophile, pedophile. There's a difference. Some are attracted to teeny boppers. Some are attracted to, prepubescent. Listen, if you like children, you're a pedophile to me. I understand that there's categories to it, but it is what it is.
Friend, back that up. Back that up. You said Ness said there's different categories to being a pedophile.
Well, to what they like. They all like minors, but some like teenagers and some like prepubescent. You don't know about ebiophiles or ebophiles or whatever they're called? You don't know about that? Those are ones who are attracted to straight up teenagers. Pedophiles are attracted to prepubescent children. So there is a difference. Hi, Dougie Fresh. Oh my goodness. Long time no see. Salute, salute, Dougie Fresh. Absolutely not, T Black. There is not one. I'm sorry, you just gonna have to decapitate me. If I did not do it, that's it, that's all. Never once could you pressure me into saying, oh, I did it. I'm gonna take it to the grave, baby. No, you're gonna have to kill me. You gonna wait? I'm standing 10 toes down. Period. There ain't enough trolls. So that happened over on Ness's situation. Ness did open the link, open the panel for guests to come up, and guests were, chin checking them just like I would. What made you confess to some things that you never did? And he's like, well, I just felt pressured, and it was just to give the people what they wanted. The people wanted. People don't want you to admit to some shit you ain't done. As far as I know, yeah, it's been a while, Dougie Fresh. It's been a while. I hope all is well with you. So that's what was going on. That's what's been going on over there in the beef sector. It's trickled over to the black sector, but come to find out, Rodney came from the black sector. Again, this was news to me. News to me. But moving on, like my co-host said, Rodney's not the only, well, allegedly. I don't know. And then I found out that Rodney's almost 50 years old, even though he sounds like he's younger. I thought he was way younger than 40 something years old. He didn't sound that old to me. But he's not the only one that be going around doing the most. Uh, like my co-host said, I don't know if y'all know who Sydney Star is. Okay. Hold on, let me get my screen for y'all. Let me come over here and share my screen with y'all. So this came out, I believe this happened yesterday. I'm not sure if it happened. It happened over the weekend, maybe, but it was very recent. Let me come up here and get my repost together. Sydney Star is a transgendered, I don't, a TV reality person. I think they came from like Love and Hip Hop or something. I don't know, but he, she, they, them were getting hemmed up for what we were just discussing about Rodney. Trying to talk to a teeny bopper. Let's go.
Now, a reality TV star is now facing multiple felony charges in Fulton County, accused of sex crimes involving a child. Hapeville police arrested Sydney Favors yesterday at the Embassy Suites. This is just minutes away from the airport. Officers say that her arrest is now tied to a sexual assault involving a child under the age of 16. Favors is better known by her TV personality, Sydney Star. She has been a cast member of Love and Hip Hop New York and Baddies ATL. Now, a reality TV star is now facing multiple felonies.
That's what it was. Baddies ATL. And Godmomma, I hope you're good over there. You are on mute. Baddies ATL. What? Okay, good. Everything's good with you. Nice to know. So this just popped off. Sydney Star is popular in, I guess, what they call, quote unquote, the doll scene. And by dolls, I mean transgenders. That's what they call themselves. They're the dolls. We're natural born women are called fish. And the boys who are transgender are the dolls. So this person is very well known in the scene. I guess also in the Ratchet TV reality scene as well. I don't keep up with the Sydney Star person, but it's breaking news across the little community. And there's a lot of people who are, not a lot, I'll say there's some transgenders that are coming out saying they are upset because this happened in Georgia. They are upset because the Georgia Department of Corrections does not place you based on your sexual identity. It goes by your birth sex. So the trans community is now up in arms, and they're trying to get, instead of addressing the crime that she's being alleged of committing, they are more concerned about her being placed in a men's jail.
Girl, are we back at This Is Embarrassing Part 2 again?
Basically.
So we're more concerned about a
Yeah, we're called
tranny,
fish.
a tranny being put in the right facility than why the motherfucker even got to go in the facility in the first place.
Well,
Okay.
I just feel like put them in PC. If if the law says, hey, we don't recognize sexual identity, then put them in C. Don't put them in general population, regardless of the charge, because that's a target. And I don't believe, especially if this is pre-trial. Now, once you get to prison and you've been convicted, baby, you on your own.
Right.
But pre-trial, innocent until found guilty type stuff. I do believe in the law in that manner. And I do feel like this person should not be thrown in general population regardless of how they identify. Because the punishment isn't being trans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If the punishment was being trans, okay, I would, whatever. But the punishment is you're touching a child, whether you are gay, straight, trans, whatever, you're going to have a target on your back.
Mm-hmm.
So put them in PC until we can convict them. Because I would hate for someone to be falsely convicted or falsely accused, my apologies, falsely accused for committing a heinous crime against a child. You throw them in general population, they end up getting tore up, beat up, dead, whatever, and then come to find out they're innocent. That's the only reason why I would push for PC on anybody that has a target on their back. Okay. Now, unless there's like full on video evidence, then baby, you guilty. So, yeah, I think we have to abide by the law regardless. And I see that you guys are still split up in the chat. We are going to double stream today. Thank y'all both, or thank y'all for being on both channels. Thank you. All these dudes out here, listen, man, get them together. Get them together. Okay. Get them together because they don't like us. They don't like the natural born women. At first, it was all praise women, all this, that, women are this, women are that. Then it turned into we're fish. Then it turned into we do it better than y'all. Then it turned into y'all don't dress up and get yourselves dolled up like we do. Then it turned into we could take your man. Then it turned into competition. Mm-hmm. And let me say this. I told this to Godmomma. Hold on. Chakra Cream wants to back it up. Hold on. We got us a little bit of info. Okay, thank you, Chakra. Chakra says the streets said the Fruit Loop, aka Rodney, was a mod for Tommy getting indoctrinated to hate our black sisters. So by default, technically, since Tommy, the godfather of the black sector, he didn't cam up go live until beef sector though. Okay, thank you, Shocker King, because we didn't know. And you know what? I forgot to add that to my notes. Not only were the tweets concerning Rodney about him trying to link up or address or hold secrets for a 17-year-old, he also said a lot of disparaging thing about black women. Well, it was more like a meme about black women. And Rodney confessed to those being true. And so that does clock that tracks. Especially when it comes to black women. Supposedly it was a video of a white girl and some black girls on a bus, and the black girls ended up jumping the white girl. And Rodney made a post under that with the meme of gorillas, talking about when black people say they're not going to jump, something of that relation. Thank you, Shocker King. Thank you. We appreciate that. Rodney, I don't know what to tell you, baby. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, because you already confessed that the tweets were yours, and now you backtracking. We over here, what do we call that?
Pussy popping.
That's right. So, Rodney, I don't know about all that. But back to this other one. What's her name? Sydney Starr. And the children of those things. There's a lot more to this story, but we'll get as the police do their little investigating, more will come out. I do not know why this person was in charge with, because this is alleged. Supposedly, Sydney Starr was at a hotel, seen some boys out on the area, got one of the boys' numbers, invited them up to the room. But the way this hotel works is your card only works for your floor. So she took him up, I think it was the 5th floor. I'm not sure if it was the 4th or 5th floor. Took him up to the 5th floor. And when he tried to escape, he couldn't because his key didn't work to get out. So that should have been like false imprisonment. That should have been something else as well. I don't know, though.
And see, people are going to put it, oh, he was a willing participant. Y'all got to quit. Y'all got to quit giving excuses to unrighteous behavior. Period. Period.
Yeah.
You have to stop.
It doesn't matter who's committing it. It doesn't matter who's committing it. It matters that it was committed. Or even attempted.
Because at any point, anyone is allowed to change their mind. At
That's right.
any point, anyone can change their mind,
Well,
and they're
children can't
allowed to do that.
consent. Children can't consent. So if they want to change their mind, they can't consent. A minor is not able to consent to sexual activity. That is the law, unless they are both minors. Even then,
Hmm.
the law is a little touch and go with that one.
Depends on whose parent gets mad about it first, really, in that
Yes.
situation.
Mhm. So let me see if I can't pull up something real quick.
I feel like we need to get back to the old days where on because I know a lot of people don't watch cable television. But I do think if the president can send out a SOS to everyone or Amber Alert sent out to everyone's phone, we should be able to have technology to send out to everyone's phone at 10 p.m., 10:30 to say, "Do you know where your kids are?" Can we get back to that?
Um, I
I
mean,
mean, even if it is just the mind of remembering, oh shit, I do. Is my kids outside? Are they in the house? Let me go check on them, type thing.
I
Because a
think
lot of
we've
people
kind of
don't even.
passed that though. I think the government said we don't need y'all to check on your kids. We'll just install flock cameras and we'll check on them for you.
Mm.
So, yeah, I think we're past it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are? At this point, I mean, hell, we weren't we talking about this with the Juneteenth situation? Not only did like 20 something kids get arrested, but like 10 adults got arrested with them. So it's not only where are your kids, you right, some of these parents are right outside with their kids. Okay. Some of them are out there uh beefing and what do you call that when you're kind of refereeing the fight, making sure their kids don't get jumped. I mean, yeah, I don't know if that'll work these days. Okay, this is what we're saying. I got this. Now, TMZ did post an article, but this came straight from the streets, family. So we're going to go with the streets first. Okay. Okay, so it says it was two boys at the hotel visiting Georgia for a football event. Sydney spotted the boys, was following them around for a bit. Then Sydney approached the boys and they tapped phones to share contacts. She texted the boy and told him to come up to her room, but the elevators only go to the exact floor you were staying on, meaning she had to take him up to the floor with her card. So now they on the elevator to go up to her room. The boy was nervous. They get in the room and the sex acts start. The boy tries to push Sydney off of him and tries to leave and starts trying to run out the room. Sydney's big ass grabbed the child's leg because he fell trying to get away. So now she's basically holding him. He can't get away. That's why I was saying there should be some other charge in there. And then
Hmm.
she started off offering him money to finish and keep it between them, but he keeps fighting her off and eventually breaks free. He runs to tell the family and immediately calls the police. Huh. So if that is in fact true, and now mind you, I know that hotel has video footage, security cameras. So because if they're that strict about who's going on which floor, they absolutely have cameras in that elevator. And it said a football event. Interested to see what kind of football event would be hosted at a hotel with a 14-year-old in the presence. I don't know. But more details will come out from that. Also, moving right along, there's child, I don't even know where to start. There's just too much going on. There is too much going on. But these
Way too
predators,
much.
y'all had to get this work first. Okay? And if you're not a predator, let me give you a piece of advice. Don't ever take on responsibility for actions you did not commit. Very simple. Now, if you don't like black women because you are a Tommy fan and you got mommy issues and auntie issues and you just don't this, that, and the other, okay, that's fine. I'm not mad at that. But leave the teenagers alone, especially if you are a 40-year-old grown man. What the fuck? Okay? Leave the teenagers alone. Leave the kids alone. Stop touching, stop flirting, stop grooming, stop molesting the children. You weirdos. Enough. I
Enough
can't,
is
I
enough.
just, enough is enough.
Like we got to bring back harsher punishments for it or something to deter. Isn't that what they say? They
Hmm.
use the law for to deter criminals. Well, that's what we need to do then. Bring back harsher punishments. Maybe it'll deter. But as you can clearly see, our government doesn't care about pedophiles. They don't.
No, because you're going to get a harsher crime for having weed in Texas now than you will for touching little kids.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the truth. I let's switch gears a little bit since we're talking about crime and punishment, law and order, or the lack of. Texas is now banned THC, which it was never legal to smoke certain THC. You can get a little misdemeanor ticket. You can what you will. But at the little smoke shops, the little head shops, they were able to sell THCA flower. They were able to sell things like Delta 8, Delta 6. I never got into the Deltas, but I did enjoy myself a good THCA flower. I sure did. Child, they got some strains out there that'll rock your socks. Um, Now they're just handing out some of the harshest punishments for smoking marijuana. Okay. I mean, if you have up to four over a pound, you could get up to 99 years. If you are a marijuana dealer and you got you some plants, you got you some DAP. Now, if you aren't into marijuana, you probably won't understand this terminology, and that's fine. But if you have any resin, DAP, they're now, you could get up to 99 years in prison, family, for a plant. And don't say, oh, they wouldn't give life. Y'all go way back to the 80s. Go back to the 80s and see how harsh these people were being on marijuana dealers. Okay? Not so much the users, but the dealers. Now they're cracking down on if you have any type of vape, that's an automatic felony. If you have it, it's now a controlled substance. I'm not sure what the hell Texas has going on. But baby, I got a little clip. We got somebody who's not rocking with it. His name's Talarico, and he's not going. And in one of our prior shows, I told y'all I might have to start rocking with some of these Democratic leaning people. I'm a conservative. I won't say by nature, but it's been instilled in me as a child. So now it has become second nature to me to be conservative. And that's just what I'm rocking with. That's what I choose to be as an adult. However, when I include my conservativeness, it's for me and mine. I am very liberal leaning when it comes to the majority. I don't expect everybody to believe in what I believe in. I'm not going to Bible thump people to death. That's just not my pedigree. However, for me and mine, we're conservative over here. But the conservatives are tripping because there is nothing conservative about alcohol. There is nothing conservative about tobacco use. But those
Period.
things are legal. Those things are promoted. Those things are sponsored. I mean, hell, Bud Light's the sponsor for NFL. Oh yeah, every Sunday, every Thursday, go get you some Modelo, some Bud Light, some Coronas. But how dare you smoke some funky, wacky tobacco? I'm so confused by that. And then to turn around and have the nerve to give people who are touching children probation.
Thank you.
Probation?
Make
Are
that
you
make
out of your
sense.
fucking mind? What is scarier for the streets? Somebody rolling up a doobie and relieving their stress, or somebody who's preying on the youth? Make up your mind, Texas. If you don't want drag queens at drag shows, then why are pedophiles getting beheaded?
Thank you.
We are a state that believes in corporal capital punishment. Why aren't we killing these pedophiles? We have the Attorney General of Texas gave probation to one of his homeboys. I mean, y'all don't get me started on this. Don't
Because
get me
that
started
just
on
if
this.
they're telling you who they are, right? If somebody tells you who they are, you believe them. They're telling
Uh,
you exactly who they are. They're
yes,
all
Dougie Fresh.
pedophiles.
Dougie Fresh, we were talking about Tommy when we were talking about Rodney. Yes, supposedly one of Tommy's ex moderators, who is a gay black man who doesn't like black women, was caught on Twitter trying to hold secrets for a 17-year-old boy. That's who we were talking about when we were talking about Rodney. Hey, River Flow. Hi, baby. So back to Texas. It's insane to me. It is absolutely. But let me pull up. Let me get over here. We have somebody fighting for us in Texas. So there's not. It's not a lost cause, family. Not quite yet. And that's why I posted on my community wall. If this is what Texas is on, I guarantee I will be. I think I'll be finding a new place to live. And me and my child had a conversation about it. She's like, why don't you just quit smoking? First of all, this is my right to smoke. If I want to smoke some marijuana instead of popping Advil, Tylenol, if I don't want to drink coffee and I want to smoke sativa, sativa, that's on me.
Right.
If I don't want to take melatonin and I want to smoke some indica, that is on me. And I should have the right to do so. It is a plant. That's like telling you you can't drink herbal tea. What?
Right. Right. I mean, it's setting your state back fucking what? At least 10, 15 years. Because they're going back to how Kentucky used to be. Like, you get caught with just a piece of weed, and baby, they act like you had 17 pounds in the car, and they've just busted the biggest drug lord in the world.
Right.
And giving people hard time just for
Mm-hmm.
being smokers. But you get caught with pills, it's a different, like, it's, I don't know. I don't know.
That's what.
We allow big pharma to push drugs, but since
Mm-hmm.
big pharma can't control marijuana the way they thought they could,
Mm-hmm.
now is we about to set you motherfuckers back because we know who's out here selling and smoking weed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's white people, yes, but you think the white people that's doing it, you think that they're gonna go to jail? No, because they got money to pay somebody to be quiet.
Mm.
They thinking, oh, in my mind, friend, when I read that, I thought, oh, this is another way to get at the immigrants. This is
Oh,
another
really?
way.
Well, so I saw some people in the comments saying that they're targeting black people with this banning, and I'm like, do you? I'm sorry. In my vicinity, a lot of the black people I interact with aren't the smokers. Period. They're not because they have good jobs, so they don't be smoking. It's the white people. They be and they listen. If I find me a white boy and they got some of the best weed. I'm talking Northern Lights. I'm talking.
Okay.
They got the white boys out here got the fire weed. They do. Okay. So I did hear that people did feel it was race related. I didn't take it race related though, but that's because I I don't know when's the last time I bought weed from a nigga. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
It's been
that's
a
why
hot.
I
Well,
don't think it's considered like directed towards specifically black people. I think it's directed towards them illegal immigrants. Because
mm,
how, okay, you get caught with a joint, you get locked up. Now they've got ample time to run your shit, contact this, do that to see what you got going on. And if you're illegal, you getting deported. And they gonna get some more grant money because they're deporting illegals like their president wants them to. It's it,
okay,
the
okay, I'm
way I
rocking with
see
that.
it, it's a little vicious cycle that they've got going on. And
Okay.
you know, in war, you're just a casualty.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's not,
Well, I looked at it this way. This is how I explained it to my child. It's probable cause now.
yeah,
Now they can search you for any stop you. Oh, you it's smelling here. What's that smell? Oh, your eyes are red. You've been smoking. Is there any weed in the car? Y'all, let me get my canine unit and it can lead to bigger other things.
yeah,
That's how I received it. I'm like, these motherfuckers just want to find any and every way to be up all in our business.
absolutely.
And if I smell, well, you know what? I'd rather smell like weed than cigarettes. I'd rather smell like weed than alcohol. But
True.
Texas ain't going. Texas has a lot of, I mean, we are, as much as people don't want to consider Texas part of the South, We have a lot of good old boys in political offices and judges and sheriffs. We do. A lot of these politicians in Texas are second or third generation politics.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, with our attorney general, he is a hot mess. He is really good at handing out really nice, soft um, punishments to his colleagues. Okay. And I want to, I don't want to talk too crazy about him, but you see, I haven't said his name. I'm not going to because I don't need that in my algorithm. Um, he's just been known to really hush hush his inner circle down to a damn, was it a teacher or was he I think he might have been was it a football coach that he let off with some probation. And the only reason that came out is because he ran again for attorney general. But like I said, family, we have hope. Let me share the screen. We got James Tallarico, and baby, he ain't going. He said, I'm not part of the good old boys. I'm not.
We got to get away from them good old boys, man.
We do. We do. All right. This is from one of our, he's running for Senate for Texas, but let's listen in. Oh, let me take
insane. This legislature legalized hemp 6 years ago, but instead of regulating this booming industry in our state, we are now going backwards to the days of prohibition. This bill is not going to stop Texans from smoking weed or eating edibles just because a bunch of politicians in Austin tell them not to. Texans will still use THC, but instead of getting it safely from a local small business, they'll now get it from the black market, from the drug cartels. This ban is a gift to the cartels. We are now telling full-grown adults how to live their lives. This is the nanny state at its worst. This is big government at its worst. I thought the Republican Party believed in limited government and personal responsibility. I thought the Republican Party believed in liberty and freedom. What gives us the right to tell an adult what to do on their own time? We are now about to throw Texans in jail for seeking relief that's safer than alcohol and less addictive than tobacco. Instead of fully funding schools, expanding access to healthcare, lowering costs of childcare, this legislature is focused on banning a product that gives people a little peace. Texans use THC to lessen anxiety. Seniors use it to manage chronic pain. Our veterans use it to treat PTSD. With this ban, we are now making people's lives harder, not easier. I want to leave you with a quote. It is time to end needless arrests and incarcerations of adults for small amounts of marijuana for personal use. That wasn't a Democrat. That was President Donald Trump. To my Republican colleagues, I'm asking you to oppose the cartels, stand with President Trump, and vote no on this insane bill.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. I'm rocking with Tallarico. I'm sorry. I am. But Texas, for me personally, has about a year left out of me on this foolishness. I've lived here almost, gosh, y'all, almost 20 years now. And we've had ups and downs with the marijuana situation. It is 2026. I remember when I was having, my kids were young and they were in like the DARE program and they found out that I smoked weed and I had to talk with my kids. I had to let them know. I said, your mom doesn't pop pills, does she? And they looked at me crazy. And I'm like, you've never seen mom pop Tylenol? You've never seen mom go to the corner store and say, hey, let me get this for my headache? The reason why is because I'll roll up. And I just explained it to my kids. I explained what the different strains were. I explained what mixed strains were, what different uses, how it could be put into oils, how it can be eaten. And I'm talking, this was like 13 years ago. I'm telling my kids this. And I told them, but if a cop pulls me over, I will go to jail for having this on me. It's okay to go get these drugs. It's okay to go get these drugs, but I can grow something in my backyard and I will go to jail for it. That's when I opened my kids' eyes to the tyrannical government that we have.
Right. It's okay for you to go to the liquor store and get shit faced and have a wreck on your way home. But it's not okay for you to go get a joint that's gonna take away your headache. Like,
Mhm.
mm,
Or for your aches and pains. Y'all know I got me a bad knee. I love to rub me some little hemp oil up on my aches and pains in my joints. I do. I'm just not big on. I'm not. I'm not big on. And I'm not against people who take Tylenol, ibuprofen, and Advil, and all those things. That's fine. There's rare occasions where I'll say, "Oh, baby, let me go ahead and get me a woo-boo." I might pop
right.
me a Midol. Okay. Um, but I don't know. I just kind of grew up on that, like, y'all better put some whiskey on that baby's gums and hush. Okay,
Period.
that's the conservative group I grew up with.
Right.
One, we didn't need the government all up in our business. Two, if you can make $1 under the table, it was promoted. Um, Three, you don't go to the doctor for every little nana boo boo thing.
Right.
Go make you a whiskey sour, or what do they call those, the hot toddy things? Go make
Yep.
you a hot toddy and put some Vicks on your chest and go lay down.
Uh-huh.
Okay? That's the conservative group I grew up with. So all I like that James Tallarico called that shit out. I thought y'all was in favor of less government in your business.
But I like how he pointed out that your man's Donald DTJ, okay, he says that marijuana shouldn't even be classified as a drug.
Hello.
He's the one
Hello.
who helped put in motion. You know, I ain't a big Trump fan, but whatever. He's the one who helped put in motion the um the end of probable cause. Because
Thank you.
now where
Thank
I'm
you.
at, they can't roll up and say, "Ooh, it smells like marijuana in here. Get out."
Thank you.
Because that's what they used to be able to do. You smoking
Correct.
on Newport, they coming up talking about it smell like marijuana in here. Get out.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then they
So
find your little roach in the tray, and hey, baby, you got 17 pounds. You Pablo Escobar. You going to jail for the rest
I
of your
have a
life.
marijuana possession on my record.
I do
Godmama, I
too.
do. I
I
have
do
a
too.
marijuana possession on my record. A bitch got
Mhm.
arrested for having a fucking doobie in my Newport box.
I got my. Do you want to know what they?
I had less than 3 grams, girl. I had a doobie and got arrested.
I had less than a gram, friend.
Mm-hmm.
Less
Mm-hmm.
than a gram. It was shake in a baggie. They even tried to give me possession of what is it, paraphernalia for hemp lotion. My lotion was hemp.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to sit there and argue with the police. It says on the package, dumbass, THC free. It's
Mm-hmm.
hemp lotion. They sell it in Walmart. He was really
Mm-hmm.
trying to get that. That's back when they would give, even if the cigars weren't open, they
Yes.
were giving you
Yes.
paraphernalia.
Yes. Come on, Godmama.
And I had to sit my ass the fuck down
Yes.
for under a
Now, mind you, this
gram
was
and some
20 plus
Rillos.
years ago. 20 plus years
Right.
ago, but it's still on my fucking record. I'm sure I could go have it expunged, but I mean, it is what it is. I might need that for future civil rights movement. I don't know.
But that's where Texas is going back to, and that's scary,
Exactly.
friend. Like that's that
Hmm.
that point period in time is it was scary because the police could give any excuse they wanted to snatch you out your vehicle and tear it apart.
Hmm. They bring the
Any like
dogs. They bring the dogs.
yes. And now
And
here
now
you
that
are
I'm
pinned up.
thinking about it, hold on, Godmama, you might have been onto something about the immigrants because here in Texas, other border states probably don't know this, but the border states, we all know this, Texas, California, Arizona, New Mexico. The checkpoints.
Yep.
When I'm leaving my lake house and I'm coming back home, I have to go through a checkpoint. A checkpoint is where they check your nationality. Are you a U.S. citizen? Where are you coming from? Where are you headed? All right, have a good day. Now, and I used to blow through that mother What up? It's me and my dog. Now they could have a reason. Ma'am, go ahead and pull up over here. We could tear up your car. And insurance doesn't cover it, and they don't put your car back. So now your car
Yeah.
is not totaled, but it is complete. I'm talking they rip, cut, open. They don't just politely put you. No, they tear your stuff up. So you might be onto something like that. I might have to start. Good job, co-host. I didn't even think about the immigration checkpoints. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because now all they gotta do is we smell marijuana, get out.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I
Or
gotta
the
do now.
dogs are going to be on every. So I can't even go to the lake house and enjoy myself. Because he's right. For the past 6 years, Tellerico is right. For the past 6 years, I've been blowing through that mother. But prior to that, oh no, Joe Bob used to always say, "Don't whatever you bring to Del Rio, it stays in Del Rio." I couldn't bring it back. Hey, Ghetto, what happened to you? How come you're not going live on Sundays anymore? What happened to you? Oh, and salute, Ghetto.
What up, Ghetto?
I don't know why you're not going live on Sundays anymore because, well, football's about to start, so you better start going live. Anywho, I didn't even think of that. Child, look at StreamYards, they mad. I didn't even think of that because, the past 6 years, I've just kind of been smoking like it was legal.
Right.
Child, boo. And only this past year did I find out that head shops were selling THCA. We always called it gas station weed. So I'm like, no, I've always supported my local person. I'm good. But once I found out what it was and it was flowers, you remember Godmomma? I was like, girl, look at this. I was so shocked that it was like weed. And they found a loophole to kind of bloop, bloop, bloop. So, and another thing though, shout out to Texas Supreme Court. Texas Supreme Court really said that they allowed it. They said, hey, we're going to allow this because for this past year, we've been going back and forth. They're like, oh, we're selling it. We're not selling it. We're selling it. We're selling it. We're not. The Supreme Court said, hey, we're cool with it. It's fine. But absolutely not. Here comes our wheelchair bandit. Here comes our, what are they called? The lobbyist recipients. I won't name them, but the people who receive benefits from the lobbyist, the alcohol lobbyist. I did a joint live with YouTube cameras last Sunday. Oh, okay. Golf tournaments, but yes, that's still my slot. Okay, that's what's up. He said hi, boo. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, I'm looking forward for a football season. I'll be at your spot on Sundays for sure. I'm very confused on why they hate us so much. What have we done to y'all, Texas legislators, for y'all to hate us this much?
It's about control. It's about controlling the people. It's about, because that's what I feel like they're ultimately trying to get us to complete control. Because we've talked about, the eighth front of social media, controlling the narrative. And because a lot of people have an issue when the states legalized marijuana in certain states, a lot of the old heads started having issues with that because they were saying, now your government can control what type of weed you smoke.
I remember that. People are like, get away from that medicinal.
Right. But we've gotten to the point, friend, where it's almost a risk to buy weed off the street because you don't know if it's sprayed.
Yes.
And a lot of people are spraying it, but has someone sprayed it too much?
Yes.
Because coming from a person who smokes dispensary and then I smoke some outside on the street, there's a huge difference. Huge difference. Like, it's not.
Well, I can see that. I can see that with places where it's legal because that's their competition. So they gotta have to step up their game and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. You can tell it's sprayed because, I mean, I'm a smoker, G. And you get something off the street, your ass is going to be asleep in 45 minutes. That's dope. Friend, that's dope. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Like sometimes you smoke so much, you get smoke fatigue, but you're like, okay, let me get up and get moving, and then it wears off.
Mm-hmm.
No, there is no wearing off on this. It's girl, sit down because you going to bed. Period.
Mm-hmm. See,
That's
and I'm
dope.
picky. I've always been picky, and I did like y'all. I bought from a nigga recently. I forgot. I was outside. Um, and he had some fire, but he was also a family member. So, anywho, I will say this though. I think it's just that competition market with dispensaries, because out here where
Mhm.
there's no straight up dispensaries, baby, you just got to get the best product. But I'm so picky. You can't just. I'm sorry. I'll go without before I go with trash. I'll go
Right.
without if I, you know what I mean? I might hit it a couple times and be like, nah, I'm good. I'm picky like that, but that's because I've been smoking so long. Bitch, I'm good.
Mhm.
Let me let me lower my tolerance real quick and whoop de whoop. And I could go a good 3 days. Like I'm not a crackhead, but I am picky. So when
Right.
you're in a dispensary state, I would never go with the local nigga ever unless he worked at a grow spot.
Right.
If he worked at a grow spot, yeah, I'll fuck with him. But if there's a dispensary, baby, I'm going to get my shit from the dispensary. You can't trust niggas outside right now. Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
That's unfortunate though, because I was really looking forward to Texas hopping on the dispensary train so I could come visit and have a
I
good
know. I
time.
know.
But
I
they,
know.
like, you're gonna cut, like, they don't even realize the money they're gonna lose because there's so many states that are legal that these people, we are looking at y'all like, oh hell no, you're not finna fuck me up. You know what I mean? Like, no, not visiting Texas no time soon. Thank you. So they're gonna lose all that income because
Well,
people aren't gonna.
both states side by side. New Mexico on one side, they have dispensaries and whatever. Louisiana, it's not recreational, but they have medical.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Oklahoma, I think you can smoke in Oklahoma too. I'm not sure. And we know you can smoke in Mexico. You take your ass down to Cancun, baby, and see what's popping.
Right.
Is it legal? Oklahoma weed laws? Yeah, they got medical marijuana too. So all of our neighboring states, that's just insane. So I wonder if I don't think I don't know. Oh, I wonder what that means. Like, can you cross this? Is that illegal? Like, is that gonna be federal if you cross state lines?
I'm sure.
Not picking up a federal marijuana case and you're not even leaving the country, that's insane. That would be crazy. I'll have to look into that. Not that I have plans to do that, but I'm just thinking of, the people who are, taking a risk for people who need to smoke. Wow, Texas, you tripping. Texas is fucking tripping. Well, speaking of Texas and the laws, we're going to switch over gears to Roy Rodriguez. Roy Rodriguez. Roy Rodriguez. Roy Rodriguez.
Oh
Family
god.
Roy is upset with Godmomma and Lurker. Oh, he's also upset with I almost called him Magnum. Mean Mug. Let me come over here. Roy was upset because we went live and we were just being NABs. Y'all know how we get. Plus, I'd been drinking a little bit of Buzzball. And I had a question for Roy, family. First of all, I complimented his girl. Let's start at the beginning. First of all, I was like, damn, Roy's got a good looking girl. Well,
And I
but
thought we gave a disclaimer at the beginning and the end that that live was sponsored by Buzzball and Bahama Mama. Okay, and to not take anything we said to heart. But go off,
I
Roy.
forgot about Bahama Mama.
Go off, Roy. I'll be your huckleberry today, baby. It's fine.
Oh shit, I forgot about. Yes, we gave disclaimers. And we was just up there on some fuckery. God forbid, Godmama and Lurker get a wild hair and have some questions. Our question was, how did Roy get a CDL with 3 DUIs? That was our question. That was our question. Especially
Mhm.
here in Texas, we know how strict it is. Hello, we just got done talking about the strictness of Texas. Well, Roy went live. I mean, I'm not going to play it because we're on the CCC, but I'll give Cliff Notes. Not only were we a bunch of stupid hoes, he expected more from us. He rocks with us. Hey, Mayor. He thought he rocked with us. There was nothing personal said about Roy besides the CDL, and would Mean Mug hire him? Okay.
That was
Yeah,
it.
maybe I was being a little petty asking Mean Mug if he would hire Roy. I maybe I was. Maybe that was a little petty question. However, Mean Mug's in Texas. Roy's in Texas. I'm in Texas. Of course I'm gonna be petty. The fuck?
And Meatbag said he owned a trucking company because I even mentioned like, hey, Mayor said he trying to get back into the trucking company.
Oh,
You looking for
facts.
a driver, right? Oh, why don't y'all get
Facts.
together? That's where it came in from.
Mm-hmm. Right. So it wasn't just off of the dome. It was kind of like we having a conversation. Which, hold on, Roy. Thank you for catching our replay.
Yes, thank you, Roy.
Thank you for catching our replay. We appreciate that. I went and caught yours, your short and your replay. I guess they were both the same day and I just missed the live. But Roy's upset. We a bunch of hoes, and it's none of our business. Or he doesn't give a fuck if Mean Mug would hire him or not because he's not trying to work for Mean Mug. Also, he said he would put us on game, and he did. These are Cliff Notes, family. Roy did not blow in the breathalyzer. He did catch some DWIs, but he was able to turn them into reckless driving or something.
Mm.
And because his DUI, the first one that he did catch, was like over than 10 years ago, whoop to whoop, he said he was able to find some loopholes. I wasn't tripping about that.
Okay.
Then he said, fuck a CDL. Roy is going to flight school, family.
Shut up, friend.
Roy, I might have to pull up the live. I forgot. This is Monday Madness. I forgot. I thought I was on my best behavior. But this is Monday Madness. All right, let me go through here. How do I get here? So Roy said he wanted to be a pilot. I was like,
we could have used this as a teaching moment for other people
he did end up teaching us. He did.
DUIs, you know. You didn't have to call us hoes. You could have just came and taught us. Period.
That's what I was hoping, but he might have been working that day. He did end up teaching us though, because he said he was able. He also did say that in Alabama, the loopholes he was able to do in other states wasn't able to work in Alabama though. All right, this is Roy Made and Dade, family, and this is a short live.
It's my reality, my nigga, and that's a cold fact.
Okay, hold on.
Real pull-up king, aka the kid.
Let me give a disclosure or a disclaimer. Roy uses the N-word. So, if you didn't know that, now you know. Roy uses the N-word.
With the big old dick, bro. Man, shout out to everybody, man. I hope you're having a good day out there, bro. But I came across a quick video today, dog, and I'm like, damn, bro. Hey, what's good, Miss Tanya Hicks, man? I hope you're having a blessed day. I came across a video today, dog, and I'm like, damn, bro. People really questioning my values. People really questioning my accomplishments. You feel me? Really, it ain't.
First of all, we were one of the first people to say congratulations and to turn it into content.
Thank you.
You came back with your face busted up and said you didn't want to do teams anymore.
Come on, friend. Remind them.
You said you were done. We were proud of you for getting a CDL, but then you came out and was like, oh yeah, I do have 3 WIs. It didn't click to me at the moment like how this nigga got a CDL and 3 WIs. So when it did click to me, I went live and we addressed it. Let's carry on, family.
Really nobody's business, dog, but mine, bro. But look, I guess people want to seem to.
It's nobody's business, but you're the one going live telling us you have a CDL. Oh, and let me go to his page. Hold on. Because the thumbnail for this is a picture of his license with the CDL. Let me go to his channel. Right here. Oh, right there. Florida CDL. He ends up showing it in the live stream.
Yeah.
Let me hit the like button while I'm here.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button.
Bro. I don't know, my nigga.
Oh,
I don't know why people want to run their dick suckers, bro. Hate on me, bro. Like, y'all hating on me, dog, because I'm living y'all dreams, my nigga. Y'all dreams is my reality, my nigga. And that's a cold fact. And and that's a very big pill for you niggas to swallow, bro. I apologize. I don't have to apologize for being a good person. I don't have to apologize for reaching accomplishments that you bitch ass niggas can only dream of, bro. So this nigga shit about, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and set the record straight, dog. So you hating ass niggas, dog, y'all can put the shit to rest. You hating ass hoes can put this shit to rest, bro. Ain't gotta be no more questions after this, my nigga. All you gotta do, all you hoes had to do, all you niggas had to do was ask the Mexican, hey, yo, Mexican, hey, what about such and such? Hey, how you go about
we
such and
would.
such?
That's what we
Hey,
went
bro,
live for, Roy.
what's
Damn.
Thank you. We went live and said, Roy, we have a question. That's exactly what was. Oh, my bad. I didn't say, hey, Mexican, I have a question. I said, Roy. Boy, Roy is mad at us.
cheaper? What's not cheaper, bro? Can I help you niggas out in any way? Yes, I can help you niggas out in a lot of ways. I can help you niggas be successful. I can help
Uh-oh, we got buffering, Roy.
you niggas reach your dreams, bro. Because to me, it seems like you niggas only reaching for fucking CDLs and, hey man, but you making bread. Man, niggas, fuck niggas and they CDLs, nigga. I'm going to flight school, nigga. I'm going to flight school.
Period. Y'all heard it here. Once again, we give y'all breaking news about Roy more than Roy gives y'all breaking news about Roy. Okay?
Period.
He going to flight school. He said, you're not dreaming big enough. You think those DWIs about to start? Why not be an astronaut at this point, Roy? And I wish I could zoom in because it does look like there's some residue in the way you wipe.
Girl, that's what he been wiping his nose for.
That drainage. Allegedly. Is that what symbol is that? Let me stop. I'm already in trouble. Let me stop.
But that's neither here nor there, my nigga. That's neither here nor there, bro. Y'all niggas is worried about trucking. Y'all niggas is worried about some dirty ass trucking niggas. Y'all niggas is worried about some man, bro. Look, let me give y'all the spill. Let me give y'all reality, man. Let me give y'all a fucking reality check because I'm living this life. I went to fucking school. I got my CDL, nigga. Damn, my nigga, like, bro, like, I'm watching this video. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, damn, I thought I was better than this, bro. I thought these hoes are better than this, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. I ain't doing nothing but show love, bro. But look, niggas want to question my legitimacy, bro. Niggas want to question my legitimacy, bro. So look, let's check it out, bro. Let's start with number one, bro. Look, CDL on point, intact, valid, and active, nigga. As we fucking speak, nigga. I'm not gonna put my fucking name on it, bro. But look, Florida, bro. Look, Florida CDL right there, baby boy. That's what it said right there. And look, guess who picture that? Guess who picture that is, bro? Guess who the fuck that is, nigga? Who the fuck does that look like?
That looks like Roy. That looks like Roy.
Show me the date, Roy.
Hold on. Mayor says, salute, Mayor. Mayor says that's because he's the fake name. There is no way possible you can because they make you scan your thumbprint. Now, if this was 1979, you could go up to the thing with a birth certificate and a social and be like, this is me. Nowadays, they scan it and they even do facial features to prove that that was you in your last thing. There's no way to use a fake name on any type of license ID. No way. Florida is just as tough as Texas when it comes to shit like that. No, you cannot go out there. No,
That looks like me, my nigga. I would assume that's me, bro. So look, bro. Now that we got that the fuck out the way, bro.
He did look thicker, though. He did look heavier. Drop the link, please. Uh-oh. Here we go. Monday Madness. Let me drop this link for the mayor of Detroit. Ooh, also, OG Black Sector. Yes, Mayor, bring your ass up here so we can discuss Rodney with you. Because come to find out, Rodney is also Black Sector. Oh, and I'm going to post my Cash App on my community wall. I need y'all to tap that for me today. Thank you.
Keep the lights on. Please keep the lights on.
Tap that Cash App if you can. Oh, wait. I think I can do it this way, Godmomma. All right, we got Mayor up here. What's up, Mayor?
What up, though?
What up,
Lurker,
dog?
Godmomma, how are you?
Doing well. Happy Tuesday, Mayor. How are you?
Happy. I'm good. I'm good. I'm hanging in there. Can't complain. About to start a new job next week, so
Okay.
I'm happy.
Ooh, we saw where you said you wanted to go back to driving, or you were
Oh
about
yeah.
to.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going back to driving. I'm going back to driving. It's more money. It's a Monday through Friday gig, and it
Oh,
is what it
nice.
is. Yeah,
Nice.
home every night, so
Mm,
I can't complain.
okay. Nice. Well,
Now
congratulations.
On this whole Roy Rodriguez thing, as far as him saying that that's a CDL. You just showed your face. You didn't show it where it said CDL holder. What are your endorsements? What school did you go to? And basically, is the state of Florida that damn stupid to where they let you get a CDL and you got three DUIs or three WIs or whatever you got? Because
Well,
I
he
feel like
goes to explain it. He's about to explain how he was able to, he called them loopholes, and he's about to
loopholes
explain it.
loopholes my ass. He used I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. He's either lying or he's using a fake name. Show where it says commercial driver's license. In fact, I don't give a fuck. I'll show you mine.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
I'll show you mine where it says commercial driver's license.
Uh-oh. We having a CDL off, Roy. I'm not sure if you're at work, but come on.
Okay.
Okay, Mayor. Oh, yeah, that looks way different than that one. But Florida's looks like
The
Texas.
okay, but did you see what it says on top?
Enhanced or in what does that say?
Enhanced commercial driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on for a minute.
Okay. Okay, player. Okay, player. Boom.
Okay. Whose
Oh
face is
yeah,
that?
that you look recent too. That looks recent.
Yes, that was done this year.
Yeah, that looks
So,
recent.
so who can like say it? So, until you can show me where it says commercial driver's license on the top, you know what that motherfucker got? That's nothing but a state ID.
Well, let me, cause I no, I can't. Oh, you know what? I have a copy of somebody's thing. Hold on. You might be onto something there.
So you telling me this
Cause
much?
I have a
So
Texas one. I don't have one personally, but I do have. Hold on, let me look up. Oh snap! Wait, I might have this nigga's license right here. Hold on, not Roy's or anybody. Oh
no,
yeah,
what I'm
it does say it says CDL like Roy's, but it does say commercial, and then it says what type it is.
right,
Class A, Class C.
Class B. Yep,
Yeah.
Class B or Class B, which is passenger.
Uh-huh.
So that just shows me right there that who are you
It
fooling?
that right under CDL, like that lettering
Mhm.
that Roy showed,
Yep.
it says commercial driver's license right under it.
Okay. Does it say
But
commercial driver's license?
see, his is Florida, so his could be a little bit. Florida's could be. It looks similar to Texas's though.
I'm screaming.
Okay. Let's okay.
I won't post what I got going on, but yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. But let's just say this.
Hold on, let me look up Florida CDL.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Let me get a picture of it. Images. Oh, see, theirs is a little different though, Mayor. Theirs is different. Let me show y'all. Hold on, let me come over here.
Yes, please. And please put it on the big screen to show
I
us.
am. I'm just gonna share this one instead.
Hold on.
So
Let me
look
turn
how
them.
it says CDL right there at the top. It doesn't say
It's
commercial.
it's supposed to say it's supposed to say commercial driver's license at the top. It's
But
not supposed
in
to.
Florida, it doesn't.
What does it say at the top?
It
Hold
just
on.
says CDL. Can y'all?
Mm.
Oh, I'm not sharing the screen. Oh, I'm sorry. Here I go. I apologize. There you go. See, CDL's
Is that
different.
does his say CDL?
Yeah, he showed it where it says CDL.
Okay, did he show his name?
No, he didn't want to show his name.
Okay. So if he didn't if he shows his name, how am I supposed to believe that you didn't show your name?
He showed
How am I supposed
this. Hold on. He's about to show
Right
up.
there, look. Guess who picture that is, bro?
So
CDL on point, intact, valid, and active, nigga, as we fucking speak, nigga. I'm not gonna put my fucking name on it, bro, but look. Florida, bro, look. Florida.
Yeah, that's how that picture's showing. See how the numbers are right under it? Let me go to this tab instead. Yeah, that's legit, Mayor.
Nah, like I said, but I'm sure.
This,
Okay, now it could be legit. It could be now
and then
you
share
do
this.
really.
That's legit.
Okay, now you tell me this much. You got three DUIs or three WIs. Are you going and you are, let's just say that you're a person who's hiring truck drivers, right?
Yeah.
Would you hire somebody who has three DUIs?
Hold on, but his says B, Mayor, or something.
Oh, it says B?
I think so.
Hold on. His says B. Oh,
yeah,
he's a bus.
Hold on. This one says D. How it says D? Are you looking at the screen?
Hold on.
Oh, am I not sharing no more?
No, you're not sharing.
You're not sharing the screen, babe.
Oh shit! Y'all gotta talk.
Hold on. Let me put you on my
wait,
TV.
his is I'm not trying to blast Roy, but since I'm a hoe, this says D. Y'all see this?
Yeah, that's for his last name.
Okay.
So see over there. Yeah, over there in the corner it says Class B underneath the little USA star.
Oh, right here. Okay.
So that's where it would tell us what class.
Oh, this is R, and then his is class something over here. Let me share this instead. Good job, Godmomma. Okay, R is for his last name.
It looks like Class A.
A. It is Class A. It says
they
A.
gave
him. That's not a C and that's not a B. That's an A.
Hold on. Let me put you on the big screen. Okay. Please don't take it down.
I'm not.
Okay. Can you blow that up a little? Can you blow that up a little bit? Can you blow that picture up?
I'm gonna try and zoom in. Give me a second. Oh, it doesn't. Hold on.
CDL right there, baby boy.
That's okay.
I don't want the chat blown up. Hold on. There we go.
Or it could be a.
That's an A, family.
That's what it said right there.
Hold on. We're gonna
just a little. Roy, where are y'all ass at? Because I know you're somewhere these.
CDL on point, intact, valid, and active, nigga. As we fucking speak, nigga. I'm not gonna put my
you're an employer,
bro, but look.
Okay,
that's Class
shut
A.
Up, Roy.
It said Class A. It did.
Okay.
When he first pulled it up, it said Class A.
My thing is this: if you're an employer,
valid and active, nigga.
that's his license plate. That's his driver's license number.
Ooh, Roy.
Yeah, that's Class A. Fucked up right there.
It's a Class A.
That's a Class A.
That's a Class A, family.
No. Hold on.
Don't do that. Nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. Go to his original stream, Roy. You should have done better.
You shouldn't have done that because I'm about to get your driver's license number, Roy. I'm about to get your driver's license number. You put your driver's license number up there. Oh, I'm about to get that.
Roy, you shouldn't have called us whore.
Shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that, Roy. I got your driver's license number now, brother.
Roy, my advice to you is to take the video down.
That's a Florida license anyways. He's not in Florida no more, so.
Okay, so
that number is still the same because I've switched states many a times and my number usually stays the same.
No, because see what it is this. Seeing that he moved to Texas. No. When he moved to Texas, he has to get a Texas.
Yeah.
He has to get a Texas.
Because our numbers aren't that long. In Texas, our numbers are, is it 6 digits, 7 digits?
Right.
Our license number ain't that long.
He has to get a Texas driver's license. Yeah. He has to get a Texas driver's license, and he has to pay for the Texas. And then think about it, whatever endorsements he got, like if he got tankers, if he got hazmat, if he got doubles or triples, he's got to get those. He's got to pay for those endorsements. Texas is not going to just give it to you just all willy nilly now.
Well, he said trucking's not for him, and he's going to be moving to the skies. So
well, you know why trucking ain't for him? Because for one thing, because one thing I put like this, Roy doesn't have the patience for trucking. And see, one thing that Roy's gonna do, Roy, you used to see how easy the N word comes out his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Roy take his ass to one of them truck stops or one of them fuel stations and get bent up out of shape and call somebody the N word. The next thing you know, Roy's getting his ass whooped up in them parking lots. See, one thing about trucking that I know, just for the year that I was out there, if you don't have patience out there, you're never gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
From
True.
so,
Well, that's why I don't even do
can you hear me
like.
now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you telling me this much? So you're going to trust Roy driving what we call an 80,000-pound missile because you have
Hell
seen the
no.
many. Okay. So if you don't trust him driving an 80,000-pound missile, what makes you think we're going to trust him flying a 800,000-pound missile?
Well, hold on. Hold on. I do have a little. I don't have experience in this, but I do have a little bit of knowledge in it.
Hmm.
Only because of how much traffic there is on the ground, it's safer in the air. So
Yeah.
it's safer
Yeah.
in the air than it is on the ground.
It's safe. It's safer in the air, but the thing about can you control that plane during that? They said when you
And
get
well, and let me say this though, Roy in his
Mhm.
live, which I will get back to because he does explain loopholes, but he said his DWI was like 10 years ago.
That don't
So,
mean
Mm-hmm.
nothing. That
well,
doesn't mean a thing.
mine is also 10 years ago this year. Mine is also 10 years ago. And I've been trusted to be let back on the road. Not with the CDL, but I don't have a desire to get a CDL. Not even a class B.
Okay,
So
but
am I
Lurker,
not to be trusted on the road again?
Lurker, that's not that. But Lurker is this. How many DUIs or DWIs have you had?
Not 3. Okay.
Thank you. That shows
So,
that shows when you have three. When you have three, that shows a pattern.
Well, if I had 3 in Texas, I would be in jail right now. I'd be in prison. Like I
Right.
okay.
think it's like a strike 3 or something. 3 strikes you're out. I know that's for felons, but
Mm-hmm.
it's also for DWIs or something. But I also heard people had like 7 DWIs in other states, so I don't know how other states
Mm-hmm.
rock and roll.
So it's
Okay.
mainly because my ex-husband had his CDL.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you gotta have they want you 10 years. And most
Right.
companies, especially if you're asking that company to teach you, they want 10
Mm-hmm.
years.
Right. They want a 10-year. And the thing about it,
Uh-oh. Was that me? Or
Sorry
was
about
That's
that
that.
me.
you? Oh, that's
I
okay.
got a call coming in too. Hold on. What's going on?
they're gonna want a 10.
Y'all go ahead. Go ahead.
Grandmama, they're gonna want a 10-year work history. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now the
And I
whole thing about
remember
it
that
is
because
this.
he had to explain all of the gaps in his history. He had to explain, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it was like he was going to work for the White House.
Well, the thing about it is this: you gotta realize one thing. When you get a CDL and you don't fall up under the state's provision anymore. You fall up under the government's provisions, where they're gonna go through everything. They're gonna go through anything and everything. They want to know your last 10-year work history. So, like right now, even though
Mm-hmm.
I had 30 years at one job, they're like, okay, we want the past 10 years. Just because you
Right.
got 30 years at one job, that doesn't mean nothing. What have you been doing? What have you been doing since you retired in 2024? We want to know what you were doing in from 2024 to 2026 to right now in the
Mm-hmm.
present. We want to know that. Then that coincides with everything. And then the thing about it is this: you go through a data clear, what they call the data clearinghouse. The data clearinghouse will put up all your violations of anything, either if it's civilian motor or when you drive out here in the truck. They're going to go through all that. You also going to have to look at this. Now, if he has had 3 DUIs within a so-called period of time.
1 second, Mayor. I apologize.
Mhm.
I see y'all lurking on the NAB. Drop down, hit the down like, and thank y'all for being here. Okay, go ahead, Mayor.
Okay. Another thing is this: when you go when you have as many DUIs that he has, no major carrier is going to pick you up.
Well,
And you
that's
know
what
the uh
we didn't get to the end of the video where he's
okay.
saying he was able to drop his DWIs because he didn't take a breathalyzer. He was able to get reckless. So let's finish this real quick, and
Okay.
then because what you're saying is on par with how he's like, y'all should have just asked the Mexican how I did it, and this is how he
Hmm.
was able to do it.
Okay.
Let's see. It's not very long, man. It's like 5 more
To
minutes.
begin with, I've only had my CDL about since March. And I got it down in Miami, in South Florida, bro. I went to trucking school in South Florida, right? And I paid my dues. I paid my fees and everything. I went to whatever. I got it over with, bro. So I don't know for any idiots out there, bro, that believe that you can only fucking find a job in the state that the fuck you live in. You're a fucking idiot. Get your fucking facts together. I can apply in any state the fuck that I want to for a commercial driving position. I can apply in New York. I can apply in
Mind y'all, when Roy's getting jiggy like this and calling people idiots and hoes and stuff, he's talking to me in Godmomma. So don't take it personal. Okay.
California. I can apply in Texas. I can apply in Georgia. I can apply in South Carolina, North Carolina, North Dakota, South Dakota, New Mexico, Montana. Name it. I can apply for anywhere in the country that I feel like it, bro. Just because I live now in Texas, that does not diminish my CDL down in Florida, right? So let's just get the facts together, right? So whatever job that let's say I was living in Miami, Florida, I can apply in Texas. I can apply, like I just said. I just named all these other states, right? So let's get that out the fucking way now, right? So that just because I moved to Texas, that does not mean that bro, that doesn't mean anything. That does not mean that Texas, the Department of Transportation, is gonna fucking revoke or suspend my goddamn CDL from fucking Florida. You fucking idiots. All right, that's number one, bro. But look, check it out. The only reason why I have not got my fucking Florida CDL and my license transferred to Texas is because I don't have a stable address here. I don't have anything with bills in my fucking name here yet, right? But at any day that the fuck I feel like it, I can transfer my Florida CDL to a Texas CDL, right? And that's neither here nor there. The point is my DUIs. You idiots want to talk about fucking DUIs. Just because you idiots don't know how to fuck to go around, just because you idiots don't know any loopholes around the fucking DUIs, and you guys blew on a fucking breathalyzer test like you guys were blown.
And I never blew on a breathalyzer test. Period. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Hold
He's
on.
talking to me.
Stop. Okay, now stop right there. Hold that thought right quick. Now,
Uh-huh.
you do realize now what Roy just said. Roy said he refused to blow into the breathalyzer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know how
Yes.
some states work. I'm not saying how all states work, but you do realize the moment we done seen enough videos on YouTube or on TV or whatever, the moment you refuse to blow into a breathalyzer, your license is automatically suspended.
This
Carry
is
on.
this is true. I refused a breathalyzer and a blood
And
test,
yo,
but
and
I
yo, and
did
yo,
do field sobriety, and
mhm.
you would have thought my ass was on Reno 911 because I was out there catting off.
Yep,
Okay,
and your license was automatically suspended right then and there.
it sure was. I had child. I even gave them my license. They cut it right there. The
Yep,
arresting officer cut my license.
yep, it's automatically suspended. So you got to realize this much.
Hey,
Now that you are a habitual DUI driver, right? Now, what I was saying before was this. I don't know what trucking school he went to. Really don't care. But my thing is this. Now, that trucking school gave him
well, like
an
you said, it was
endorsement,
out. It was 10 years old though,
right?
and
But yet and
his
still,
other. Well, let him finish, and then we'll break down everything.
okay,
He's almost done.
okay,
We're at the
all
9
right,
minute. It's only 11 minutes. Hold on.
On
okay,
some
go ahead.
fucking dicks. All right? That's not my fucking fault. When I say I got 3 DUIs, that means 2 of them were thrown out, so that does not count. Ma'am,
See?
hoes, bitches, dick suckers who like talking shit.
See, so he got 3, but 2 of them were thrown out, Mayor. Okay, mind you, he's talking crazy to us, to me and Godmomma.
Shit. All right. When I say I got 3 DUIs, 2 of them got thrown out 10 fucking years ago. That's because I did not blow in a breathalyzer test. I did not fall for the okie dokie dick sucking hoes. Just because y'all hoes is just because y'all like to get y'all big fat white asses in some behind some goddamn wheels. Why y'all big fat white asses is drunk as fuck, and then y'all get pulled over. Y'all hoes get to blowing on these fucking breathalyzers like y'all blowing on some dicks, and then y'all hoes go to jail. Y'all hoes get convicted of DUIs. That ain't my damn fault, ho. That ain't my case. My DUIs dropped down to a reckless driving. If you idiots know anything about the state, anything about laws or anything like that, the bracket underneath a DUI would be a reckless driving. And once they cannot convict you of a DUI, they will most likely hit you with a reckless driving. Okay, so I have no DUI convictions in Florida. Number 1, hoes. I have no convictions, no DUI convictions in Florida. I have been charged with DUIs, but I know how to play. I know how to play the system. So I went to get in and got them bitches dropped down to a reckless driving. Got the DUIs thrown out 2 times, hoes. Teflon around this shit, dog. When it comes to the DUIs. And then once I hit Alabama, I couldn't hit the same loophole that worked for me in Florida did not work for me in Alabama. And this was 5 years ago. So look, let me say this. I don't give a fuck if you have 20 DUIs. If it was 20 years ago, that is not relevant in this day. You stupid idiots.
God damn.
I'm just speaking that short and simple, man.
He got his ass whooped again? Or those the same bruises?
That's just scars. That's just forever. So that completes it.
No, them fresh.
And I'm a dumbass for taking the conviction, which he's right, because I could have fought the fuck out of mine, but I was in a place where I was like, nigga, charge it to the game. But he's right. If it's been 10 years, it is what it is. And he didn't get convicted of this, that, and the other. Mind you, Roy didn't explain that at all on our live that day. He just said, yeah, I got 3 DUIs. That's what he said. And we went back on Catting It Off Saturday. We played the little snippet where he said, oh, I got 3 DUIs. Boom. Now he got upset because we had a question about how he got his CDL with 3 DUIs. Now here we are. So
okay.
Roy, it wasn't
now,
no disrespect.
Let me finish. Yeah.
And yes, thank you for educating us on how a CDL can be possible for those who have 10-year-old DUIs. And for anybody catching DUIs, fight them motherfuckers and turn them into, what do you call them?
Reckless driving.
Reckless driving. Boom.
No,
thank you, Roy.
Driving. Okay.
Thank you. Now, was all that hoeing and dick sucking and hold on, Mayor. And I'm thinking to myself, how does he know I'm a dick sucking hoe? First of all, I'm looking for a dick to suck so I can be a hoe. Let's start there. Don't you ever call me out my name, because the whole time we went live, we didn't call you out your name. We clowned and we joked. That's what we do. So if you don't know, just like I don't know, well then ask a bitch and she'll tell you. Hello. Oh, look at Daquan. Okay. Daquan want to pop down when she say something like that. It is what it is. It's the truth. I'm not a dick-sucking whore or a dick-sucking hoe. I might be slow. I might be a good for nothing ass bitch. But baby, don't you ever call me no dick-sucking hoe. Thank you.
Okay. Right now, he said he got rid of 2 DUIs, right? That got dropped down to reckless driving. Okay, now let's be precise about this whole thing.
I know, I got that too.
Okay, he said 2. What about the 3rd one?
I think that one was 3 years ago. I mean, 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
Okay, no, okay, so, but yet and still, you got to look at it like this. What major carrier is going to put him behind the wheel of an 80,000-pound missile with 2 reckless driving and a DUI?
Well, that's originally why Roy got mad at us, because Me Mug was in the chat telling us how he had got attacked by a wild boar because they were hunting. So
Uh
Me
huh.
Mug came up. He came up to the panel and was telling us, how him and his buddy hunt wild boars, and
You
then
had
Me Mug.
left the chat early because we wanted you to come back, Mayor, but go ahead.
And then somehow we got into Me Mug, and this had nothing to do with Roy. Me
Mm-mm.
Mug
Right.
was saying how he was he
He
had a
owned.
CDL, he owned two
Mm,
trucks, his wife was dispatching,
right.
but he was saying how he was tired.
Yeah.
And we
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of the show, before Me Mug popped up, before you popped, before anybody popped up, our question was what you just said. If you are a big company or a company, would you hire someone with the CDL that has 3 DUIs? When Me Mug came up there, it hit my brain like, oh, wait, he may be able to answer this question for me. So I
Mm-hmm.
asked Me Mug, since you own a trucking company and you have two trucks and you looking for one, would you hire someone that had 3 DUIs? And he was like, hell no, that's a liability.
Mm.
Exactly.
Then
Because you
we
know
get
what?
into Roy, and that's why
Mm-hmm.
Roy ended up calling us dick sucking hoes, because Me Mug said, hell no, that's a liability. Across the board, it don't matter who it is,
Mm,
you are a liability.
right. And you also have to look at it like this from the insurance standpoint. There was one job that they told me I was qualified for. Oh, this truck driving job. Oh, I wanted this truck driving job so bad, and they was about to give it to me. And then all of a sudden they said, "We want to hire you. You got enough thing. You got everything looks good on your application. The only problem is this: we need somebody with at least a year and a half experience, and you only have a year."
Mm.
So 6 months. So and the reason why they say that you have all the requirements is because our insurance company requires that all of our drivers have at least a year and a half experience to keep our insurance costs down. So you got to look at like this. If I'm going to sit up here and hire somebody with 3 DUIs, reckless driving, whatever you want to call it, do you know how much my insurance is going to go up because you are considered a liability? You are not an asset.
Mm-hmm.
You are a motherfucking liability. So why would I get up here and hire somebody like that? Now, if he went out here and got his CDL and he found a loophole to get around it, congratulations, more power to you. But my thing is this: you can get your CDL. Yeah, you pay for it. Yeah, we'll let you get your CDL. Yeah, we'll let you get it. But what company is going to hire you? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can say that you can be well qualified. Okay, you go to truck driving school. Truck driving school don't, they might look into your background. They say, oh, he got this 10 years ago. Woo woo this, woo woo that, and they let you go to the hundred. You're supposed to actually have 160 hours in order to get your CDL, and so they let them get it right. Now, if the state was watching, if the state was keeping a close eye on them, the state would have popped that school because they said, why are you letting people with multiple DUIs, DWIs, reckless driving get CDLs? That's where you can that's where the school could lose their credibility for letting people
Especially
do
if this
that.
person, and I'm not speaking to Roy specifically, I'm just speaking in
Mm,
general terms.
right.
Especially if that person has not completed some type of AA,
Uh-huh.
drug counseling, if this
Exactly.
person has caught and
Ah,
all of it was alcohol, and you come sit down in front of me and you're like, look, man, I really need this job. And I know I fucked up, but I've done AA. I've completed a 12-step program. I've done this. I've done that.
Hmm.
I'm sober.
Right.
hold on. Well,
Right.
yeah, I'm 1,281 days sober, right?
Right. We may be
Congratulations.
able to work with it.
Right.
I'm not me, Mayor. I'm just saying.
Oh, oh,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank
Well, whoever, congratulations. Because like I said, that's something, that's an accomplishment. Even if you pass one day without it, that's
you. Yeah.
still an
Amen.
accomplishment. I mean,
Amen.
because I know one thing. When I was in Japan, you became one of three things. You became saved, you became a physical fitness freak, or you became an alcoholic.
Mm.
Mm.
I was a two out of three. I was a physical fitness freak, and I was an alcoholic.
I was
I
about to
was
say that's what I was. Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
I was alcoholic because I drank. I drank every day. I didn't drink to get drunk, but I had to have a drink every day.
Yeah. That's how it
If it was,
starts.
yeah,
People
that's
just
how it
have to. Oh,
started.
I got off work. I la la la.
Yep,
I had to. I had to catch myself on that because I'd be like, "Oh, something dramatic happened. Let me get a drink."
yep,
Instead of
yep.
yep.
I
Hmm.
mean, we be walking to our barracks, and when we walked to our barracks, there was a
You
liquor
stop
store,
by the. That's right. Yep.
and Boone's Farm. I'm telling you, right at back then in the day, you got to figure this is in '91,
Oh
so that was
Lord,
almost
not the
30 years.
Boone's Farm.
Oh, the Boone's Farm, the Strawberry Hill, two for $5. Shit,
Oh
you can.
Lord.
That was my joint right there. Like I said, because that we was they only sold wine. You had to go to the liquor store to get the liquor. But I'm just saying that while I wouldn't, I know Texas and Florida laws are about some of the strictest out here. Now, no, 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 no. Oklahoma got some laws for your ass. Oklahoma don't be playing, especially going along I-40.
Yeah.
They do not. They do I-40 do not play because that's a major thoroughfare for the drug trade.
Yeah.
Now, you're telling me that you get up here and you got three DUIs, three WIs, whatever you want to call it. Now, let's look at it like this. You think that any flight school in a right mind is going to train you, even though it was 10 years ago, that they're going to train you to fly one of their commercial planes? Now I know you probably start off small. You start off with the with the little Cessnas, and you got to work your way up as far as driving the big boys.
Flying the big
Right,
ones. Yeah.
right, flying the big boys. You know what I mean? Flying the
Yeah.
big boys. So you think that I'm going to trust you in flying a big boy with passengers, with cargo, and things like that, and your past dictate that you have had three, I'm sorry, two reckless drivings and one DUI? Let's just be
I don't know
technical
what's
about it.
worse. I don't know what's worse, a DUI or reckless driving.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That to me, they both have the same validity as far
Yeah.
as punishment
Cautionary
goes.
issues. Yes.
Right, right. So I'm looking at you like, hold on, you didn't get it. Okay, reckless driving. Reckless driving can be considered driving over the speed limit. That can be considered reckless driving.
Yeah, you got to be
I,
like 40 over though.
yeah, that can be. I mean, you can go five over, and if you got an asshole for a cop, he can give you reckless driving.
I'm not saying you
Even
should
though
not.
by the time you go to court, they'll probably knock it down. But
Hell
they
yeah.
can give but they can give you reckless driving, especially if you're in city limits or you're near a school or you're near anything that has a lot of crowds. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's like what's old boy the dude who tried to get up here and defend himself, was it Daryl Brooks?
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Okay, when he drove through all them people, even though he got even though he got vehicular vehicular
Manslaughter. Hmm.
manslaughter and all that, he still got reckless driving. That was reckless driving.
And it
So
wasn't,
Hell
and
yeah.
he was intentional. He didn't get any DUIs like you say under the influence.
right,
Right. Yeah.
that was considered reckless driving and vehicular
Mhm.
manslaughter. So just like old boy who sat up here, the one foreign guy who sat up here and was going down that mountain, and he just got his CDL and he didn't know how to drive it. He didn't know how to take the mountains, and he ended up killing people. What
Yeah.
about the
Yep.
guy?
Brakes or something. I recall that.
Right,
Yes.
right. What about the guy who did the U-turn?
Yes.
Um,
He was an
and
illegal immigrant. Yes.
did a legal U-turn.
Hmm.
Okay, that's considered reckless driving. So Me being a major carrier, like your Schneiders, your JB Hunts, your Swifts, your Stevens, any major carrier out here, and I look at you, okay, yeah, you finished school, then you had to go to trucking school at that. That's the thing about it. You had to go out there and you get trained. Now you gotta realize one thing. You think I'm gonna put Roy behind the wheel of a truck by himself and give him a load and tell him to take this load from Dallas? I could give him a short run.
Well, that
Go from
may that may have been why he was originally on Teams, right? Because remember that was why he was complaining.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh
He
he
was
Because
was?
of
upset about
Teams,
being on Teams. Yeah.
Yeah, you
and he
have to
didn't want
get
to
the
do it anymore.
no. What it is, he had a trainer.
Uh
He
huh.
wasn't he wasn't on teams, he had a trainer. Because
Because
if
don't
you're
you have
going to
to do
get
like three weeks with a trainer
three
on?
to 3 to 6 weeks with a trainer, like
Yeah.
I know, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay, I can tell you this much. Like with Stevens.
Well, hold on. Let's go
mm,
back to this trusting thing because,
okay.
Mayor, would you have a problem with me getting my CDL?
No, I would have a problem with you getting a CDL because you'd have a propensity of having so many DUIs. Now you can go
Yeah,
ahead
I've
and
never had a
get
seatbelt. That's right. That's my only traffic violation, y'all, is a DUI. I've never had a
okay
seatbelt.
now, and that
That
was
is my
what 10 that
only
was 10 years ago.
2016.
Okay, that was in 2016. Okay,
Mhm.
now um,
But
it all
I've never
depends.
had a seatbelt ticket, a speeding ticket, a parking violation,
Okay, I will tell
driving
you this
without a
much right
license,
now.
driving without registration. I've never had any of those. My
Okay,
shit
now
was
this.
straight criminal.
Okay, but this what I would do with you, and this what I would do with anybody. If you only had one DUI, right, and you said it's
Mhm.
been 10 years ago, okay.
Yes.
Now, if you go to a major carrier is going to be kind of eerie of you, right? But me being a mom and pops company, right? You know, anything under so many trucks you consider basically like a mom and pops, right? I'm going to send you out there, and I'm going to send you out there with a trainer.
Right.
And you might do two, you might do three, you might even do 4 weeks out there with a trainer. Just for me to see that if I can trust you enough to let you go out there, because the thing about it is that sometimes these insurance companies are going to look at you and like, hey, you hiring somebody who had a DUI, yeah, but it was 10 years ago. Yeah, but we don't care. That's the whole biggest thing about it. I mean, even though it may have been 10 years ago, a lot of these insurance companies, especially the truck insurance companies, they're going to penalize a lot of people with that.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to make the rates go up. So you gotta realize this. Roy was running teams, but Roy was out there with a trainer. Roy was out there with a trainer. Whatever company that he was with, when he was with a trainer, Roy was probably talking shit. He was probably talking shit to the trainer. He probably said the N word a couple of times. And that trainer was probably like, you know what? Let me get you the fuck up off my truck.
Child, what if it was his trainer that whooped his ass and he told us it was an old fling? Okay, this is
Now,
diabolical.
what I would do if Roy kept running off at the mouth like that, the next truck stop that we was at, hey dog, get your shit and get the fuck up off my truck. Because see,
Because you
one thing you're
can
not.
do that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I done seen it. I done seen people get thrown off the
Mm-hmm.
truck. I done seen. I put it like this. My last trip before I got off my truck, I parked my truck at the truck stop at the in Detroit. I seen another one of my company trucks pull into the parking lot. They parked. The dude got out the truck. He was like, "Man, fuck this shit. I'm going home." He quit right then and there. The company was trying to get him to come back down. Hey, we can work this out. We can fly you back down. We can fly you back down. He was like, "Why the fuck am I gonna fly all the way back down there when I live in Chicago and I'm in Detroit?" He said, "My wife already got my plane ticket ready for me to go."
Mm.
He said he could. He said he couldn't handle it. A lot of people can't handle it. You got to have. It's more to me. Driving a truck is more mental than physical because you have to look. You have to. Your eyes are steadily moving everywhere. your eyes are steadily moving everywhere because you have to keep aware of your surroundings.
Well, and trucking's not like it was back in the day. Back in the day, there was something called like respect for truckers, and like you
Yeah.
allowed
Oh,
them
they
to
don't.
merge, and you allowed them to
Yeah.
like have the right of
Hmm.
way. And nowadays,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like, oh,
Shit.
how can I hurry up and cut this trucker off so I can get in front of
Oh,
him?
yeah.
It's way different now.
Yeah, and I'm not blaming all foreigners, but you got the foreigners have really fucked up the trucking game because I'm telling you like this, and a lot of y'all not. I'm on my way to California. I'm stopping off, and I was in Arizona. These folks came up to me. They was like, "Hey, is that your truck out there?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Can we ask you a question?" I'm like, "Yeah." They was like, um, "Can a truck drive with only so many tires on the back?" I'm like, "Nah, you got to have let's see, one, two axles. You got to have 16 wheels on it because it's four. Yes, it's four on each side. You got to have 8 wheels on both axles. So one axle has two. The rear axle has another two. That's four. And so you know what I mean. So I'm like, they was like, "Yeah, we got." It was his truck. He lost his whole axle. Now, can you imagine? I'm driving. I catch up with this truck. This truck got his flashers on. And I see the axle, I want to say about at least 15 minutes after I got back on the road. When I got back on the road, so I'm driving, I see this truck. He's got his flashers on. He lost his whole rear axle and he's driving.
Mm-mm.
Do you know how much of a hazard that he is?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's about
So
to.
I get beside him, I'm blowing my horn at him. I'm like, dude, you lost your axle. It was a foreign dude. He would not look at me.
Mm-mm.
He would not look at me because he was wrong. You know what I did? And I don't care. You can call me whatever you want to. Call me whatever. I called them boys on his ass.
Yeah, because you can kill somebody.
You can kill somebody.
You can kill a family.
Right. And you gotta imagine one thing. He lost his axle. That means that he lost both tires off the rear of that trailer. Those tires weigh almost 200 pounds apiece along with the axle. You talking about at least anywhere from 500 to 700 pounds right there. You know how much destruction and damage that can cause? Why it's rolling down the street or rolling down the road or down the freeway? That's
Um,
like
there's
you driving a car. That's like you driving a car. Your back tire falls off. You still drive.
Yeah, that's I haven't seen anything that crazy or detrimental. So I haven't had to stop and call the laws on anybody, but if I saw something crazy like that, or even I'm even just cautious of truckers now. Um
Right,
I have two kids that are of driving age and be out on the roads, and
right.
I'm cautious. These people, they first of all, they when we because Texas has so much wonderful construction, so they
Oh
zone
my
it down to a two
gosh, y'all
lane.
do.
They zone it down to a two lane. These truckers are bullies now. They've turned
Yeah,
into
Mm-hmm.
bullies. And it's very you just have to be you have to pay attention. That's it, and don't be in a rush. That is
right.
the that's the only thing I have for these young kids coming up. But I'm not mad at autonomous drivers when it comes to some of these freeways. I've seen too much negligence from these
Right.
truckers. However, I understand where they're coming from because people don't respect truckers on the road anymore. So I mean, it's a catch 22. It's a two-edged sword. I don't trust anybody on these roads no more.
Okay. Now, do you also realize this much? I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay, and then we got to wrap this up. We've been here
Okay,
talking.
I'm going.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm
All
not
right.
a CDL participant or holder,
No,
so
no, I'm just saying this much. 35 miles an hour, empty
yeah,
truck and trailer. It takes you 3 football fields to stop your truck.
exactly, Mayor,
All
exactly.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, I want to say thank you for letting me up. Like I said before, if that boy flies the planes, only planes that he needs to be flying is throwing paper airplanes.
What's
I'm not
that?
doing. I'm not doing that. I don't think so because I watched that movie with Denzel Washington that was based on a true story. So
but he was an accomplished pilot though. Even though he
I mean,
was
there's only
drunk.
one way to get there.
Right.
I'm
He was
screaming.
he was a drunk though.
Hey, Meat Mug.
He used to get drunk and all that. Yeah, but don't get me wrong. But
Yeah,
at least he didn't come into it being drunk.
Mean Mug. Stick around for a second, real quick, please.
All right then, I'm go ahead and
What's
drop me
up,
down so
Mama?
I won't mess up your show.
Okay. Oh, you're good
All
because
right.
we're on our PCs, babe. You're good.
Okay.
You
All
can
right then.
drop
Y'all
down.
take
You're
care.
good.
All right.
Okay, peace,
Peace.
man. Happy Tuesday, babe. Thanks for coming up. And once again, I've been learning a lot with these CDLs, all because of Roy. So if it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't for Roy, I wouldn't even be concerned about any of this. But Mean Mug, stay up here. You're gonna have to catch the red ball back. I just want to let you know that Roy said, "Nigga, don't ever." He wasn't even trying to apply for your job, so don't worry
Period.
about it. Roy was on one. Roy was upset that he was the topic of conversation when it comes to the CDL. So we just had to break all that down. Okay, we
And
had to
we
break
really
all
wouldn't even been here too this long too much, Roy, if you wouldn't have called us some dick sucking hoes. Okay?
dick sucking hoes.
Because hoes do it for free, period. And I don't. Okay? There
What?
has to be some type of exchange.
And I couldn't tell you the last time a dick was by my lips.
I
I might be a lot of
just
things. A dick sucking hoe ain't one of them, sir.
and before my computer crashed, I was looking up the cost of flight school in Texas.
Uh-huh.
Um, and Roy, do you got 70 bands, bro? Because even just to have your private is like 10,000.
Hmm.
That's not going commercial. That's not going just to have your
That's
own
not
little
like,
doo-wop.
yeah. You got to think of
Just to
cost of
say
living.
I'm a pilot, it's gonna cost you 10 bands. You got 10 bands?
I mean, he
Is
might.
all I'm wondering. Because it's
Coming
not
from,
cheap.
I don't know. It's not cheap. It's not cheap.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap. I didn't even realize how expensive it was. I was very ignorant to that. And I have a son for a pilot, so I was very ignorant of me. I didn't know though. It is very expensive to become a pilot. Rightfully so though. And it's a lot of training. You have to have so many hours. You have to blah, 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 blah.
Mm,
It's a lot
mm,
to put into that. But it's not impossible. And Roy, let me bring this back. I don't know how many times we've complimented you. We allow you to come up here and do your big one. We even run your clip, your live for you, so that way you weren't up here to explain, but you were able. You know what I mean? We did the live so that way you could explain. Like we fuck with you, Roy. So don't be disrespectful. Don't do
right.
that. We were asking a question, and we have an active audience, and they want to give their 2 cents the same way you like to give your 2 cents. That's all it is,
Mm-hmm.
baby. That's all it is.
That's
So
it.
yeah, I mean, Mug, he was upset that we brought up his CDL and you have a company, and he never said he wanted to work for you. I mean, we were doing hypotheticals, Roy. It was a hypothetical. Calm down. We never said this is the info. Let's link up. We never said that. Oh
Dang.
shit! Not shut down on day one. Okay, well, before I get out of here, I gotta drop y'all with some serious shit, and then we gotta go. My homegirl's coming over. But I want to drop some still. We talked about, y'all know we going to blast pedophiles, ebophiles. If you are attracted to children, you are going to get called out on this platform. If you are a protector of people who like to uh, deal with children, aka victim own, you
Mm-hmm.
will get called out every chance I get. It is what it is. Y'all, and it's what we're going into August 2026, and King Curl still hasn't checked in.
Okay.
I mean, don't do it. Don't piss me off. But that was the beginning of our show. We also talked about Sydney Star. But before I do go, I do want to talk about these forest fires. These fires, real quick, family. Um, there's a lot of bad stuff going on in Spokane, Washington. Y'all, I love me a
Mm-hmm.
good West Coast. Shout out to the West Coast family. I love me a good West Coast situation when it comes to, I don't know, certain things. But y'all, they were blaming climate change. Climate change is what caused the fire. No, A suspect was arrested.
Oh God.
He has a prior felony for killing his father. He's
What?
37 years old. Yes.
Wait, hold on for pause, 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 pause.
Go ahead. Pause it up. Pause it up. Pause it up. Pause it up.
So how did he not get who got convicted of his father's murder?
He did.
So why is he out free walking around able to set a fire?
I don't know the details. This just
Girl,
slid across my desk today. It
this
just
is
came out. So while people are screaming climate change, climate change, climate change, this isn't the first time that somebody has been arrested for starting wildfires or attempting to start a wildfire on the West Coast. California 2 years ago, when they had that thing that happened in Pasadena and all that, there
uh-huh.
were, was it 3 suspects arrested that were out there with
Uh-uh.
blowtorches? They didn't even have a lighter. It was a straight up blowtorch. And a gentleman had to wrestle him down and like call the police and the fire department because he was about to start one, but 2 other suspects had already started one on the other ends. So this isn't anything new. I'm confused on why arson is now the latest thing for people. Um,
I mean, the conspiracy in me says they're paid actors to go off.
another situation they're saying. Let me see. What was the latest?
Because where are these data sent? Because a lot of the time when there's scorched earth, there was someone trying to purchase it for a data center.
Right.
Just like
I mean, but California and the West Coast has a lot going on with just natural erosion of the coast, earthquakes. They like have natural stuff. I mean, I don't know, but okay. Man with
mm,
manslaughter past arrested. So, who has a manslaughter conviction was found near the fire start, matches and a lighter. 60,000 people were evacuated. I mean,
mm.
and this was an ugly, ugly fire out in Spokane, Washington. Um, this has been the most destructive fire to date over the Old Trails fire near Spokane, Washington. Elsewhere, hot, mostly dry weather. And I mean, yeah, we're going into one of the hottest months, guys.
Mhm.
We're going into one of the hottest months. You guys seen that there's a lot of wildfires popping off in the UK. It's just, this isn't time to play. It's just really not. We're already having issues with water crisis, um, drought season. I mean, let Earth do what it naturally does. And please, y'all, just if y'all got people out there in Washington, check on your people. A lot of people weren't able to evacuate because it happened so quick. Um, this guy has not been named, but let me look it up real quick before we go to see if there's any breaking news. Fire suspect for his name. It says he's 37 years old, but I need his name. This is from 6 hours ago from the National. Sheriff's Office have arrested a suspect in connection with its investigation to the Old Trails fire, the most destructive wildfire of the 3 burning in and around the eastern Washington city. Authorities say 37-year-old Aaron Ferranici. Oh, he was named. Okay, I didn't know that was him. He is a convicted felon. He is a felon for the prior manslaughter against his father. Um, he was arrested without incident, is being charged with arson in the first degree. The suspect's home was also searched. The sheriff said a tip from a citizen who reported seeing a man bending down near some grass in the area where the fire started. led investigators to detain a suspect early in the investigation. The man, identified as Faranichi, was questioned and released, but was arrested again later by major crime detectives and investigators. More details emerged during the investigations. The suspect will make his first court appearance today, Tuesday. According to the county prosecutor, it wasn't immediately clear whether he had an attorney or who could speak on his behalf. Oh, since last weekend, the wildfires have displaced 65,000 people. Jeez. And destroyed 700 homes, burning through 7,000 acres of land. That's a lot of damage.
Hell yeah, who just wakes up and says, "Oh, I'm about to go." This is like, yeah. Oh, this ain't good.
So, salute to all the firefighters, and wow, how. I mean, they didn't have any time to really evacuate as much as they could have. There's been a lot of animal loss. 7,000 acres of land ain't nothing. That's not chump change.
Hell no.
There is over 30,000 refugees at the Spokane Convention Center at Red Cross Red Shelter. People are asking to get a hold, look for loved ones, see if they're able to take them in. A 54-year-old disabled woman said she left her apartment with nothing and doesn't know whether it burned down or not.
Oh.
The city population is only 2,300,000. So more than a quarter of their population had to be evacuated. All because one man said he wanted to burn some stuff down. I never understood. I need to look up the brain of an arsonist. Burning is so horrific.
Oh.
Mass shootings, mass stabbings, but a fire, setting fire intentionally for malicious reasons, that's a new element of sickness that I'm not sure I'm ready to understand. But what is it? Because I remember back in the day, there used to be fire safety, like don't play with matches in your room, don't blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Back in the day, it's like now we know. What happened to Smokey the Bear? You know what I mean? Prevent forest fires.
They said they defunded him. So. Yeah, but you know, a lot of these games like Roblox and different Minecraft, like you can set people on fire. Set shit on fire. These kids watch YouTube and these kids are so desensitized that I don't think they really comprehend.
I mean, just thank the Lord we're not the Crusades, because weren't they like big on eye for an eye? Weren't they big on like let be done, be done? If you want to touch children, then we're going to touch you. If you want to cause a fire, we're going to burn you. If you want to, claim that you're fucked up in the head, we're beheading you.
Or lobotomizing.
Yeah. And it can't even be like a fun sodomize. It's got to be like a torture sodomize. Like, can you feel the G-spot now, bitch? Oh, I tore it out. My bad. Let me try again. We, like you said, sometimes the punishment needs to match the crime.
Absolutely.
You put an arsonist in a burn chamber, I'm sure will deter some arsonists.
It'll make it live public. Okay, but I mean, you're still gonna have the couple sickos that they want to be the martyr, right?
And that's
again,
okay.
I think it will make a lot of people think twice. But
before
again,
they jump on a trend, like you either got to be really about it, like you got to stand 10 toes down for your whatever you're about to commit, and then let it be what it is.
You gotta be willing to die for that shit, bro.
No,
Period.
yeah, take that shit to the grave with you, baby.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm, mm, mm.
Mm-hmm. So, and again, I do believe that people are innocent until proven guilty because there's been a lot of time, not a lot, but there's been quite a few times I've been in the wrong place at the wrong fucking time. And I'll
Mm-hmm.
show up and somebody be like, "Hey, let me jump in this. Let me get in the car." And I thank the Lord God was looking out. But baby, if you would have seen that on camera, you would have thought I was an accomplice.
Exactly.
So I do believe in blind justice and I need absolute proof and facts. But baby, if we got a flock camera action, well, I don't even know if I can go with that because of AI and this, that, and the whole Charlie Kirk situation. We don't even know if that's Tyler Robinson on the roof or not.
uh,
There's no clear footage of this man on the roof.
nope.
None.
Zero.
So it's getting tricky. It's getting tricky out there. But yeah, I do feel like a lot of crimes do not match punishment, and we got to get rid of these good old boys. And baby, we need to get back to the good old days. When they say get back to the good old days, I'm talking where every person carried the wives, the children, the husbands. There was homesteading.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the good old days I'm talking about. Couldn't no sheriff come up and arrest your fucking husband unless he had 7 witnesses in that motherfucker. Okay?
Exactly.
Okay? I'm not talking the good old days where they were hanging niggas. I'm talking right after that. Right after that. Those are the good old days where guns were welcome. You could work hard and earn. You could whoop whoop. You could have 3 DUIs and turn them into reckless driving. All the
Oh God.
I'm talking 10 years ago.
Mm.
I'm just kidding. But no, bring it back where you can hold the line against a tyrannical government. And if you catch a nigga doing inappropriate things, you handle them right there. Right there.
Right there.
And if you didn't catch it and you heard it, you took him into the jail, and then we see what the judge and jury got to say. Okay, but if we get rid of these good old boys, we'll be good to go. These child predator protectors have got to go. These
Yeah.
men that think they're in the fucking club have got to go. Fuck that. If you look up history, a lot of our presidents, I'm talking first, second, all the way through like our 12th president, they didn't want to be presidents. Like their peers truly elected them and they were like, I don't want to be president. That's the type of
Mm-hmm.
shit we need. Where the public loves you so much, nigga, we elect you.
Mm-hmm.
Take it back. Take it back to those days. Okay?
Okay.
Where
Take it
it
back to
wasn't
the
a
days
job. You were
where,
taking a, what do they call that? When you take a pay decrease, they were taking pay decrease. They had farms to run, family to do. They were not getting paid to be president. They were not getting paid to be a senator. They were not paid to be sheriff. They were just the most Wyatt Earp nigga available.
period. The only people who got paid were people who were doing warranted, okay? And you could do that dead or alive, so whatever.
Bounties,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah. Back to the days where people were more concerned about if their house was clean and not if somebody else's house was clean. Okay. Back to them days.
You worried about your own 9-volt battery, then what a bitch is doing online.
Mm-hmm.
Check your own smoke detector before you go looking for smoke.
Period. Because your smoke detector ain't working, baby. So when the smoke comes, you out, you shit out of luck.
Oh shit. Check your
Because
smoke detector before you looking for smoke. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right, y'all. We've been here 2 hours, 10 minutes. Godmomma, what you got for us? What is our leaving grace?
um our leaving grace is, when was the last time you cleaned your trash can?
Oh,
I love y'all. Happy Tuesday. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the chat. Make sure somebody hits the Cash App today so we can keep these lights on, because the next time you see us the light, we may be in here in the dark. Okay? We may be in here in the dark. So come prepared with your candle or send a little coin. Okay?
Period. Oh, wait. All right. Y'all be blessed. Happy Tuesday.
Peace.